IcyMyst, we already saw Quidd. Now we're going to see him matching up in winter semis. And we're seeing a little bit of a matchup change as well on both sides.
Oh,
They're
my
all
goodness.
multi-talented. IcyMyst, she's bringing the snake to the table. Quidd, he's adding the Pac-Man.
The Pac-Man. Wow, that's a tri-state classic. I know we don't get to see Sinji this week, but we got Sinji at home.
Yeah, we got Sinji at home.
Maybe even more.
We were just talking about pizza. Now there's a Pac-Man on the screen. Somebody tag Locust. He'll be having a good time.
Poor guy.
We're Quidd starting off with the Pac-Man. Bold. Immediately going into it with the scrapping.
Honestly, you know, when you pull out a character that your opponent's not expecting, don't give them time to think about what they're going to do, because you've already got 70% on IcyMyst now. And to be honest, if you're expecting that Samus too, this is a great matchup for Pac-Man.
Absolutely. Pac-Man, also a character that I feel like benefits from squads, because normally he's a character where you have to use so many tricks in a best of three, like three-stock scenario over and over again that eventually people are going to fall out of him, right? But if you only need to get one stock every time as Pac-Man to get his worth out of it, then it's very easy to toss in a new one every once in a while.
You get the benefits of that crazy Pac-Man combo game and impressive neutral without having to do it for 8 minutes.
Exactly.
And I think that is really a big boon to Pac-Man at squads.
Oh, right now the big boon is a big boot. IcyMyst using that nair to kick Quidd off stage and set up this one-player game. Once again, it's time for the bombs. Goes back to charge that shot, the pump fake.
Ooh, keeping the pressure on.
Oh, the delay!
Yes, I love the hit stun on the fire hydrant. You saw that earlier. There's no surprises now, right? You saw it once, you better be ready the second time, and Quidd just didn't happen to be, so that's the first stock for IcyMyst, who, with the help of those blocks, is staying alive.
Yeah, using them. Send up those Tetraminos to get out of the way of these charge shots. Use that. Oh, surely
okay.
You can make it back just barely.
Still have your double jump, thankfully.
Yeah. We've got very high percents for this Samus. We're going to see a back throw. Don't up throw.
Wow.
Yeah, trying to catch the Misty Eye off the back throw, and maybe would have done it if IcyMyst wasn't aware, wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah, the big thing there is that you didn't have any rage as the Steve, right? And that's going to be one of the big catalysts for you if you're trying to get the kill. And not aware that TNT, IcyMyst does combo off of it, but the reversal is there. It is Quidd staying in the game, but taking some big damage from an aware IcyMyst.
Right, IcyMyst making big work off the TNT. Now already at 100% on Quidd.
Dare I say making big moves?
We do
Question
have
mark?
Definitely. Okay, Quidd's making big moves right now.
Oh.
It only takes like 3 hits.
It might in fact only take 3 hits at this point. 38%. Ooh, all resources expended.
Yeah.
That's a big punish for Quidd.
But IcyMyst using the up air to get off the ledge, playing smart around the anvil, not walking head first. But again, getting kind of slapped around with just the disjoint of this big old diamond sword. Hitbox.
But ready for that minecart, knowing that the frames are there, right? IcyMyst knows she has the frames to get the big punish on the minecart. You don't always have to roll through if you have good out of shield game, and Mario's got one of the best.
Mario definitely has some of the best. Now rocking over to the Pokemon trainer, not able to connect the downer to seal the deal, but it is ledge trap time. Oh, and then we do find the connection finally. Using that Charizard flamethrower just so you can get right back over to the Squirtle. We saw the Squirtle putting in work before. Gonna be trying to do it again against the Snake. New now on IcyMyst's side.
Yeah, not that we saw in the last set, but I'm sure that this Snake has something to say. The way that we saw those bombs being utilized with the Samus, but all of a sudden, look out, that is no double jump. You only have the air dodge. Get back on that Cypher.
Oh, barely not able to connect with that Vine Whip, but another one does find its way around. There's nothing you can do without jump. That slow Cypher is just begging to be spiked.
And spiked it is. Quidd just fully into it with that Pokemon trainer, putting the best character, that ace, on the anchor position, just, as you said, no shot. And all of that was precluded by a really, really nice sequence from Quidd, where on that platform, that was the end of it right there, where Quidd had this down air on shield, but drifted or onto them from the platform, but then drifted back with the forward air, where most Ivysaurs would go to a second down air, but that gave him great spacing to follow up with the up B, and this is how that sequence ends. It's the story that you know, right there.
The largest spike hitbox in the game. It's so big.
They nerfed that, by the way.
Oh, they did.
Just so you know, big.
almost as big as Rob.
Almost as big as Rob.
But
A
not
character
quite.
that we haven't seen in this set.
Not yet. There's always the possibility, but it sounds like Zero Suit Samus is coming out to play. IcyMyst knows how to rock it with the suit on or off.
Yeah, this is one of the most common secondaries that we usually see from IcyMyst.
Yeah.
Which is the one I would have expected over the Snake or the Donkey Kong
Right.
that we saw
Yeah, this is
earlier.
definitely
The
what I was
ZSS is the one that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
And Quidd going to the Steve on the anchor position, it seems like actually leading off with the Pokemon Trainer, because given the work that it did in that Game 1, why not try to put it to work to the same effect here in Game 2? But going against the ZSS, this is a Northeast matchup as old as time.
Yeah, this is definitely, this gives me flashbacks all the way back to Low Tier City 7.
Uh-huh.
That classic Tweak versus Mars.
That was a storyline for a while, that PT versus ZSS, but both of these characters are might different, and man, same here for IcyMyst too. The ZSS, unlike any of the characters that we've seen from her so far.
Ooh, great use of the disengaging tools that Zero Suit has in her speed, amazing back roll. Just getting out of the range of Ivysaur, kind of forcing Ivysaur to do something first. Ivy's a character that is very good when the opponent tries to hold forward into her, but when Ivysaur is forced to be the one to approach, kind of falters a little bit, doesn't have the greatest approach tools.
But making great use of that side B. I'm MacGyvering, right? That's not what that side B is intended for, but you use those Razor Leafs to combo, and speaking of combos, the Leafs keep coming out. You're getting salad for dinner tonight.
Absolutely. Maybe IcyMyst's not going to be eating salad for a week after this. A little bit of a nightmare.
Did not lose the money match to SFAT.
Yeah.
It did not lose to the Veggie Monster.
Ooh, got to see the up smash out of shield. Not going to be killing without any rage, especially on Town and City. Big ceiling.
Ooh, but parry on the up air, great timing.
Scout on the roll in as well.
Ooh, and then the grab. Perfect spacing from Quidd. Yo, Quidd said, I moved this character into the pole position because I want this set to be over.
Yeah, looking like the Yu-Gi-Oh card pole position, setting up some infinites.
You want to do an infinite?
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
I don't know if you noticed this, by the way, but because PT's not in the background,
Yeah.
the Pokemon, the ball laser, goes towards the screen in Squad Strike.
Yeah, also you can't sweet swap.
You really?
Yeah, it it doesn't function because the trainer's not there.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Squad Strike is so messed up.
It hurts PT a lot, but the character is just so functional.
Yeah, as we've seen, clearly. We got a full stock lead here from Quidd, who's now onto the Pac-Man, which in this particular matchup looked quite good in that Game 1.
It did. We ended up seeing the Samus take it off of some silliness with charge shotting the Hydrant. But like you said, I don't anticipate that same interaction happening again the same way.
Gotta be ready for it.
Oh my goodness. IcyMyst has been ready. Nothing but opportunistic.
Always wanting to take that stock, and you have to be when you're behind like this, right? But Quidd, ever so keeping on the pressure. IcyMyst really looking for a way in against a character that is meant to keep you out.
Got the bell on lock in hand.
Love that play by IcyMyst and looking
Yoink.
for the kill. Quidd had to react quick to stay alive, and here come the bombs. Oh my god! Bombs over Baghdad, are you kidding me?
That was so much damage so incredibly fast.
She's just opened the pods.
And now we've got Steve on the back with no resources yet to be built. In a matchup where I feel like Samus does a very good job of breaking down Steve's walls and not letting him get stuff set up.
And honestly, she doesn't have to care if he's camping for resources because she can fight at a range. This is all of a sudden actually looking very, very good for IcyMyst. Without that PT to back up for Quidd, it's suddenly the Samus anchor that could be sending us to a Game 3.
Yeah, we don't really have the resources to make that anvil a threat. So being directly above IcyMyst is actually not that scary. We get the down air, no combo, but the Nair does pick up the slack.
Ooh, DI up to not get it by the charge shot, but the air dodge was forced. IcyMyst gets that 3-stock to 1 comeback, all with the Samus.
The tried and true. You know, sometimes you just got to get the boogeyman out of the way.
That was clean.
Yeah.
That combo was so nice. I mean, the Ivysaur in general has been so nice, but IcyMyst suddenly said, we're not talking about that anymore.
Yeah, we're not playing that game.
We're not talking about, we don't want Ivysaur.
No, as soon as the Charizard came out, it was over. Done deal.
Almost yoinked.
Almost.
This is what I've just won.
two bombs.
A three.
A
A four? And
boom.
look at the turnaround, too. That's
So
just...
clean. Just the instantly turned around.
That's IcyMyst just recognizing that roll, right? Reacting to it. I don't think we're going to see a funnier sequence than that all night. Like, literally bomb laddered.
Look, that does so much damage.
That
Quickest
took to
turnaround in the West.
157. Yeah, somebody make an edit out of this. Boop, boop, boom.
Boom.
Poor Pac-Man.
We need some Vine booms in the chat.
With Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
Oh, no.
That's all I have to say. Hey, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's fine.
Right.
Please, if
The
you
Pac-Man.
don't have to go check Twitter. It's fine. But yeah,
Context.
talking about
Yeah.
Mr. Pac-Man.
Man, now Quidd going. I think the Pac-Man is dead.
Yeah, it is. I was squinting. I was like, it's out of the roster. It's gone. He said, you're out of here. But leading off with the PT again, you know, given how good that last game started, Quidd's thinking, all right, well, if I can do that again and just clean it up with one of my other characters, then maybe I got a real shot at moving on to winners finals.
Yeah.
Square.
Ooh, that up air from ledge is so dangerous. You've really got to watch out when you're tossing out a laggy ledge trap option against Mario because he can reversal you so fast. Look at the damage output.
Yeah, this went from a very big Quidd lead to actually a Quidd deficit. Get that forward throw
Nice.
early. Love that.
Yeah, IcyMyst is smart, recovering high there to avoid any spike shenanigans. Normally it's pretty easy to set up against Mario. And we've got that back air set back up at the ledge. Charge some of that flood, but you gotta watch out for the razor leap.
We've
Set up to
twice
the land
seen the
of
big
rising
razor leaf
sun.
combos.
Yeah.
People say you don't have to be concerned about that move as a combo tool, but those people are lying.
Yeah, Quidd has just been doing such a good job of cutting off IcyMyst options with those razor leaves and then converting off of those hits.
Yeah,
Stuck at the ledge.
especially when resources are expended too, right?
Yeah.
Like double jumps or anything like that, knowing that there's nothing to get out of disadvantage with. And once again, just keeping to the distance. These are the aces for each of these players going up against each other. And love the stall right there, getting around the bombs, but it's not enough.
Quick slide in with the down tilt to punish the ledge regrab. And this time from that angle, yeah, tossing out the charge shot to cover a quick tether. It's time for the Steve to come back in. And I like that from Quidd actually to get aggressive early and challenge IcyMyst for coming into his space.
Yeah, this is a heavy character. Despite Samus being floaty, you're still going to get potentially big combos with the Steve, but the execution just not quite there. You can see that Quidd is going for those block combos, but just isn't quite on the right coordinates to be standing right on top of them.
Yeah, not getting those no impact lands, so we're not going to be seeing the big extensions, no Twitter combos. But still decent damage here. You know, that dash attack's not bad as a challenge tool.
Yeah, burst movement against Samus is super important, especially when your character at large just does not have speed.
Oh, watch out for the anvil dropping, and we do see the respect for it. Gets that up air.
Yeah, Quidd looks, or IcyMyst looked at Quidd and said, why did you start playing Mario Maker? I'm not engaging with that.
Right, and instead IcyMyst said, I want to play wall ball. You're the ball.
Oh, we see Diamond on deck. Even though with no iron, it is not quite so formidable. And man, yeah, Quidd just really needs to make some distance. Can't go off stage because this is where your resources get burnt.
Yeah, and there we go. Dash attack catching. Looks like Miss DI. That's going to be Quidd down to the Rob the robot.
It's time for Quidd to get big.
Oh, and it's going to be big damage right now. It's all IcyMyst setting up, again, that one-player game.
And this is no double jump too, so this makes that recovery much harder. As a Rob, you want to be saving that double jump so you can maybe contest with a forward air when your opponent is really putting on the pressure at the ledge. Gyro in hand for IcyMyst, but this is a long recovery to make.
My goodness, and great use of the resources to get around all that with the gyro still in hand, but the up air raising the roof eventually does catch IcyMyst jumping, and now it is return to Monkey.
we do return to Monkey. No snake, no nothing. It's the monkey versus the robot. Our primal urges versus our human nature to move forward. Who wins?
Right now, I think it's favoring Quidd.
99%. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even though IcyMyst has that percent lead, you know what Rob can do to big bodies such as his own self, but the DK especially, one more gyro near the ledge could do this.
It's just so difficult to get near Rob. He is big, But DK's tools are so tailored to running headfirst into a gyro.
He does not mind that damage, no double jump, but the quick air dodge, using the air dodge offensively to get that back air out quickly. Next hit might do it for either of these two.
Oh, just empty lands after tossing the gyro to get safely on the other side. This is going to be the grab. There's no way you can mash fast enough. And that's a pop-up from IcyMyst pulling it out with the Donkey Kong.
Wow, so clutch. Even though, again, IcyMyst had that % lead, you saw how close it got, and all it takes is Butterfingers.
A little bit of the squeeze.
Squeeze the circuits right out of him.
That's the Nacho Libre Anaconda squeeze.
That was a nice pop-off, too.
Yeah.
I rate that pop-off high on my pop-off chart because you know what? It didn't look premeditated.
No.
That was just a release of energy. Oh, thank God. I didn't get robbed.
Relief. Relief for sure.
That mix-up right there at the ledge was so nice. And the fact that Quidd lived the down tilt after, whether or not you planned on that percentage being the case, such a good mix-up to pull out when all almost seemed lost.
Man, and handling this Steve again.
That was the clutch moment.
Didn't even seem like the worst of DI, but it wasn't a good enough.
It wasn't a good enough.
Wasn't the good enough. That dash attack hits like a battle footballer.
And here we'll see it. Just one more time, the up air for old time's sake. Dude, every time that I see a Rob do an up air, I want you to know that even if you can't see it, I'm sitting here and I do this. I go.
A little bit of a wiggle.